Chapter 27. And you will command the children of Israel that they bring you pure beaten olive oil for the lighting, to cause the lamp to burn continually. In the tabernacle of the congregation without the veil, which is before the testimony, shall Aaron and his sons dress it from evening to morning before the Lord, an everlasting statute for their generations on behalf of the children of Israel. Chapter 28. And you will let come near to you Aaron, your brother, and his sons with him from the midst of the children of Israel, that he may be a priest to me. Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, the sons of Aaron. And you will make holy garments for Aaron your brother, for glory and for beauty. And you will speak to all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make the garments of Aaron to sanctify him, that he may be a priest to me. And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate and an ephod, and a robe and a tunic of checkered work, a turban and a girdle. And they shall make the holy garments for Aaron your brother and for his sons, that he may be a priest to me. And they shall take the gold and the blue and purple and scarlet yarn and the linen thread. And they shall make the ephod of gold and blue and purple, scarlet yarn, and twisted linen for the work of the skillful weaver. 2 shoulder pieces joined shall it have at the 2 edges of it, by which it shall be joined together. And the embroidery of the ephod, which is upon it, shall be like its own work, of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet yarn, and twisted linen. And you will take 2 onyx stones, and engrave on them the names of the children of Israel, 6 of their names on the 1 stone, and 6 names that remain on the 2nd stone, according to the order of their birth. The work of an engraver in stone, like the engraving of a signet, will you engrave the 2 stones with the names of the children of Israel. Fitted in settings of gold will you make them. And you will put the 2 stones upon the shoulder pieces of the ephod as stones of memorial for the children of Israel. And Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord upon his 2 shoulders for a memorial. And you will make settings of gold, and 2 chains of pure gold of braided work will you make them, of twisted threads, and you will fasten the twisted chains to the settings. And you will make the breastplate of judgment, the work of the skillful weaver. After the work of the ephod will you make it. Of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet yarn, and twisted linen will you make it. 4 square shall it be, double, a span its length, and its span its breadth. And you will fill into it settings of stones, 4 rows of stones. The first row, a sardius, a topaz, and an emerald shall be the 1 row. And the 2nd row, an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. And the 3rd row, an opal, an agate, and an amethyst. And the 4th row, a chrysolite, an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be fitted in golden settings, and the stones shall be according to the names of the children of Israel, 12 according to their names, engraved like signets. Every one according to his name shall they be for the 12 tribes. And you will make upon the breastplate chains of twisted work, of braided work, of pure gold. And you will make upon the breastplate 2 rings of gold. And you will put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. And you will put the 2 twisted chains of gold and the 2 rings on the ends of the breastplate. And the 2 ends of the 2 twisted chains you will fasten on the 2 settings, and you will put them on the shoulder pieces of the ephod toward the front part of it. And you will make 2 rings of gold, and you will put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate on its edge, which is on the side of the ephod inward. And you will make 2 more rings of gold, and you will put them on the 2 shoulder pieces of the ephod, underneath toward its front part, close by its seam, above the embroidery of the ephod. And they shall bind the breastplate by its rings to the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that it may remain upon the embroidery of the ephod, and that the breastplate may not be loosed from the ephod. And Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel on the breastplate of judgment upon his heart, when he goes into the holy place for a memorial before the Lord continually. And you will put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goes in before the Lord. And Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel upon his heart before the Lord continually. And you will make the robe of the ephod altogether of blue. And there shall be an opening in the top of it, in the midst of it. A binding shall there be for this opening round about. The work of the weaver, like the opening of a coat of mail, shall it be for it, that it be not rent. And you will make on its lower hem pomegranates of blue and purple and scarlet yarn, round about its lower hem, and bells of gold between them round about. A golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate round about the lower hem of the robe. And it shall be upon Aaron to minister, and his sound shall be heard when he goes into the holy place before the Lord, and when he comes out, that he die not. And you will make a plate of pure gold and engrave upon it, like the engraving of a signet, holy to the Lord. And you will fasten it upon a lace of blue, and it shall be upon the turban, upon the front of the turban shall it be. And it shall be upon Aaron's forehead, and Aaron shall bear the iniquity of the holy things, which the children of Israel shall hallow in all their holy gifts. And it shall be upon his forehead always, that they may be favorably received before the Lord. And you will make in checkered work the tunic of linen, and you will make a turban of linen, and a girdle will you make of embroiderer's work. And for Aaron's sons you will make tunics, and you will make for them girdles, and turbans will you make for them, for glory and for beauty. And you will clothe therewith Aaron your brother and his sons with him, and you will anoint them and consecrate them and sanctify them, that they may be priests to me. And you will make them linen undergarments to cover the nakedness of their flesh, from the loins even to the thighs shall they reach. And they shall be upon Aaron and upon his sons when they come into the tabernacle of the congregation, or when they come near to the altar to minister in the holy place, that they bear not iniquity and die. An everlasting statute shall it be for him and for his seed after him. Chapter 29. And this is the thing that you will do to them, to hallow them, to serve me as priests. Take 1 young bull and 2 rams without blemish, and unleavened bread, and unleavened cakes mingled with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil. Of fine wheaten flour will you make them. And you will put them into 1 basket, and bring them near in the basket, with the young bull and the 2 rams. And Aaron and his sons you will bring to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and you will wash them with water. And you will take the garments, and clothe Aaron with the tunic, and the robe of the ephod, and the breastplate, and you will gird him with the embroidery of the ephod. And you will put the turban upon his head, and you will put the holy crown upon the turban. And you will take the anointing oil and pour it upon his head and anoint him. And his sons you will bring near, and you will clothe them with the tunics, and you will gird them with the girdles, Aaron and his sons, and you will bind the turbans on them. And the priest's office shall be theirs for an everlasting statute. And you will consecrate Aaron and his sons. And you will bring near the young bull before the tabernacle of the congregation, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands upon the head of the young bull. And you will kill the young bull before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And you will take of the blood of the young bull and put it upon the horns of the altar with your finger. And all the remaining blood will you pour out beside the bottom of the altar. And you will take all the fat that covers the inwards, and the lobe above the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, and you will burn them upon the altar. But the flesh of the young bull and his skin and his dung will you burn with fire without the camp. It is a sin offering. And the one ram will you take, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands upon the head of the ram. And you will slay the ram, and you will take his blood and sprinkle it upon the altar round about. And the ram you will cut in pieces, and you will wash his inwards and his legs, and put them with his pieces and with his head. And you will burn the whole ram upon the altar. It is a burnt offering to the Lord, a sweet savor, an offering made by fire to the Lord. And you will take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands upon the head of the ram. And you will slay the ram, and take of his blood, and put it upon the tip of Aaron's right ear, and upon the tip of the right ear of his sons, and upon the thumb of their right hand, and upon the great toe of their right foot. And you will sprinkle the blood upon the altar round about. And you will take of the blood that is upon the altar, and of the anointing oil, and you will sprinkle it upon Aaron, and upon his garments, and upon his sons, and upon the garments of his sons with him. And he shall be hallowed, and his garments, and his sons, and the garments of his sons with him. And you will take from the ram the fat, and the rump, and the fat that covers the inwards, and the lobe of the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, and the right shoulder, for it is a ram of consecration, and 1 loaf of bread, and 1 cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer out of the basket of the unleavened bread that is before the Lord. And you will put all this upon the hands of Aaron, and upon the hands of his sons, and you will make with them a waving before the Lord. And you will then take them from their hands, and burn them upon the altar, upon the burnt offering, for a sweet savor before the Lord. An offering made by fire is it to the Lord. And you will take the breast of the ram of consecration, which is Aaron's, and make therewith a waving before the Lord, and it shall be to you for a portion. And you will sanctify the breast of the waving, and the shoulder of the heave offering, which is waved and which is heaved up, of the ram of consecration, of that which is for Aaron, and of that which is for his sons. And it shall be to Aaron and to his sons as a fixed portion forever from the children of Israel. For it is a heave offering, and a heave offering shall it be from the children of Israel, from their sacrifices of peace offerings, their heave offering to the Lord. And the holy garments which belong to Aaron shall belong to his sons after him, to anoint them in it, and to consecrate them in it. 7 days shall the son that is priest in his stead put them on, who come into the tabernacle of the congregation to serve in the holy place. And the ram of consecration will you take, and you will boil its flesh in a holy place, and Aaron and his sons shall eat the flesh of the ram, and the bread that is in the basket, at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And they shall eat those things wherewith the atonement was made, to consecrate them, to sanctify them. But a stranger shall not eat of it, because they are holy. And if anything be left of the flesh of the consecration or of the bread until the morning, then will you burn the remainder with fire. It shall not be eaten, because it is holy. And you will do to Aaron and to his sons according to all that I have commanded you. 7 days will you consecrate them, and a young bull as a sin offering will you offer every day for the atonement. And you will cleanse the altar, in your making an atonement upon it, and you will anoint it to sanctify it. 7 days will you make an atonement upon the altar and sanctify it, and the altar shall be a most holy thing. Whatsoever touches the altar shall be holy, and this is what you will offer upon the altar: 2 sheep of the first year every day, continually. The 1 sheep will you offer in the morning, and the other sheep will you offer toward evening. And a 10th part of fine flour mingled with the 4th part of a hin of beaten oil, and the 4th part of a hin of wine, for a drink offering with the 1 sheep. And the other sheep you will offer toward evening. And you will do to it according to the meat offering of the morning and according to the drink offering of it, for a sweet savor, an offering made by fire to the Lord, a continual burnt offering for your generations, at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord, where I will meet with you to speak to you there. And I will meet there with the children of Israel, and it shall be sanctified through my glory. And I will sanctify the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, and Aaron and his sons will I sanctify, that they may be priests to me. And I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel, and I will be to them for a God. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God, who brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell in their midst. I am the Lord their God. Chapter 30. And you will make an altar to burn incense on it. Of acacia wood will you make it. A cubit shall be its length, and a cubit its breadth. 4 square shall it be, and 2 cubits its height. Out of itself shall its horns be. And you will overlay it with pure gold, its top and its sides round about and its horns. And you will make to it a crown of gold round about. And 2 rings of gold will you make for it beneath its crown. On its 2 corners will you make them, on its 2 sides. And they shall be as holders for the staves to bear it with. And you will make the staves of acacia wood and overlay them with gold, and you will put it before the veil that is before the ark of the testimony, before the cover that is over the testimony, where I will meet with you. And Aaron shall burn on it incense of spices every morning. When he dresses the lamps, shall he burn it. And when Aaron lights the lamps toward evening, shall he burn it, a continual incense before the Lord throughout your generations. You shall not offer on it any strange incense, nor burnt offering, nor meal offering, and no drink offering shall you pour on it. And Aaron shall make an atonement upon its horns once in a year, with the blood of the sin offering of the Day of Atonement. Once in the year shall he make an atonement upon it throughout your generations. It is most holy to the Lord. This completes Parashat Tetzaveh.